Okay, so we just finished watching The Flash. We just got back from the theaters, Flash movie.
It was so good.
I enjoyed it thoroughly. Honestly, I think it's probably the best DC movie in the 2000s right now. I will say that.
So of the century, it's been the best DC movie.
So first off, Ezra Miller, outstanding job as a Flash.
He's a good Flash.
Playing himself and the younger Flash, creating the paradoxes.
And the Dark Flash.
Yeah, and the Dark Flash. Spoiler alert, the Dark Flash is indeed young Barry Allen. I think a lot of you knew about that. Now, the storyline follows him basically trying to save his mom. It's a simple plot. You guys know that. He screws everything up and starts creating...
It's like the show where his mom died.
Yeah, and he starts creating all these paradoxes because he wants to go back and basically... It's all about the canned tomatoes, right? So he goes back, places a canned tomato so she doesn't forget it. Murder doesn't happen. She lives, but it creates a whole paradox.
So pretty much everything gets jumbled up.
Yeah.
So she's like destined to die.
Now, Ben Affleck's Batman is in it for the first 15 minutes of the movie. Great action sequences in the beginning. CGI, yes, the CGI is questionable, especially with the falling babies. I mean, Flash is trying to save them. Cool scene and all, but you could tell the babies were fake.
Yeah.
Right? They could have done a better job of
CGI
CGI
really
in that.
Do that.
So that is some CGI in the movie would look fantastic, especially when he's in the Speed Force. Amazing.
That was so cool. All the Speed Force scenes were really good.
Really well done, okay?
How it showed like all like the possible outcomes in the future.
Yep. So spoiler alerts. So you guys want to know the cameos? Nicolas Cage is back as Superman. We knew he was supposed to play him back in the day. He finally got his dream. So you see Nicolas Cage make a cameo as Superman. You do see Christopher Reeves and the original
CGI.
Yeah, CGI along with Supergirl from '84 together as the worlds are colliding. You see Adam West's Batman as well too. Who else did we see? I'm trying to. You got to see this movie over and over again.
You saw George Clooney for 1 second.
George Clooney comes at the end as Batman, replacing Ben Affleck, because obviously the paradox worlds are still kind of thrown off.
Because his dad got freed from jail.
Right. So something's still off there with the Flash. So that's obviously going to set up number 2, obviously. Now, whether or not we'll see Clooney back, we don't know. Spoiler alerts now, too. Keaton's Batman was outstanding in the movie, as anticipated. But in this paradox world that basically he creates, no matter what, Michael Keaton and Supergirl, no matter what they do, they both die. Okay?
I was about to walk out of the theater when I saw that.
But again, once Flash resets everything back to what it is, Keaton and Supergirl in that timeline are dead. But when you go back to the middle point where you started, you basically reset everything, so Keaton is back to being alive. Just that variant version or that paradox version of him is dead, right?
So like the 89 version is still alive.
Supergirl obviously is the main, Kryptonian who survives, basically fighting Zod. She was a little weak, right? She was a little weak. She's not Superman, let's just say.
I feel like her character was kind of pointless. I mean, I know the big reason of having her was to fight Zod and to make old Flash have his powers back, but I just feel like she was there.
Yeah, she couldn't beat Zod, right? So Superman basically gets killed on the pod that basically both of them are being sent to Earth, but Zod intercepts that pod, murders basically Superman, so Superman's never to be in that timeline, basically, the paradox that's created. So anyway, you guys, if you're watching this video still, you guys are familiar with the paradoxes that the Flash creates. So that's really, basically what's been established in the movie. So overall, I give it a 9 out of 10. I think it was highly entertaining. Again, Ezra Miller did a great job. Keaton did great. Ben Affleck's not in it that much, but he was wonderful in the beginning. Wonder Woman does make a cameo, okay?
In the beginning.
Yeah, so she helps out a bit. And then the post-end credit scene is, I found that was a little weak, maybe. It was with just Barry and Aquaman.
It didn't really make sense.
Yeah, it was a little bit kind of dry, that one. Kind of expecting more. But other than that, those are the pros and cons of the movie. Go see it. We recommend it. It's well worth the money. Is it polished perfect? No. But is it probably one of the best DC movies? Yes.
Yes.
I still will say the original Batman movies and the original Christopher Reeves movies, those can't be touched, no matter what. But in terms of, I prefer this over the Snyder Justice League. I know some of you might be like, what are you talking about? I was never a fan of the Justice League with Snyder. It was okay, but I like the direction going here with DC Universe. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, thanks for watching.
And we'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.